All right, today we're going to get into changing the front struts on my 2015 Chevy Silverado. A little under 100,000 miles. I've had it for about 3 years, and the ride is getting kind of rough, so sounds like suspension is probably due. We're going to be replacing with some struts that got off of Amazon, Detroit axle. Let's see, model number. There you go. 2 of those. All right, let's get into it. Okay, first thing we got to do is remove this wheel cover, little flathead screwdriver. There we go. Now we have access to the lug nuts. All right, I got the jack stand under it just to catch it from going further down, but the wheel's still on the ground. We need a 22 millimeter socket to remove the lug nuts. So we'll loosen those up, and then we'll jack the truck up in the air and get the wheel off at that point. Okay. So I've loosened most of the lug nuts, except there's one with the wheel lock on it. Looks kind of inverted from the lug nuts that you're going. And your truck should have come with a wheel lock, and you simply get that in there. There we go. Once it locks in, then you can use your lug nut remover. And I'm using a longer socket just so I can get clearance from the wheel. All right, next thing we're going to do is remove these shock bolts, and you have to get up underneath here, 15 millimeter, one on each side. Okay, we have both of the bolts out, 15 millimeters. Next, let's go up to the top. From the hood, just past the fuse panel over here on the left, you can see the top. So ultimately, these 3 bolts here, and if these wire harnesses are on top, you just have to pull up top to pull these off, so then you expose the access to all 3 of the bolts. So I'm going to put the camera down and do that now. Okay, got the plastic caps off, and so now we're going to use an 18 millimeter to get at those 3 bolts and loosen that off from there. I got a couple extensions in here so I can run the socket up here. All right, be right back. Okay, got the 3 bolts off, and again, not touching this in the center, just the 3 on the outside. All right, so now we need to lift the strut out of the truck. Okay, so we're back by the wheel. And the way we're going to get this out, you can see that they're threaded up top here. We got to push the strut this way, get off of the edge there, and then we'll be able to lower it out from that channel and then pull it out from this direction here. I'm going to go get a crowbar because I think that's what I'll need to get leverage without impacting the boot. Okay, with a pry bar, breaker bar, I was able to wedge this out and get it off of those holes. So now we just want to pull this down, and then we'll be able to lift it back out this direction. Okay, got the new one out of the box next to the old one here. We got to pull these clips off. They should just slide right out this way or pry off. Put them on the new. You can see the 3 bolts that we need to do there. All right, let's get the clips onto the new one, and then we'll start to reverse the process. Okay, we got the clips off of the old. Just a little flathead screwdriver is all that we needed to pry them off. Before we put them on the new, let's go put the strut into the cabin, and we'll put these on afterwards. Okay, we're going to remove the nuts off, and we're going to feed that in down through this channel here, and then we'll be able to lower it below so that we can then feed the 3 bolts on the top of the strut into those original openings. So that's the next step. Okay, I have fed the new strut into its place. You can see the date on the strut, manufactured in October of last year. You do have access up here, so once you feed it up in there and you hit the threads or the holes, then you can manually put the bolts on top to hold it in place. So the next key is to use the same leverage pry bar to push the lower control arm down so that you can get the strut sitting on top of the holes there. All right, what I learned trying to get this back into place. First thing, I went ahead and tightened up the nuts on the top to pull the strut up. That way you don't have to put as much pressure on the lower control arm. And so you can see here where I pried, not touching the brake line or pinching the brake line, but getting leverage, I was able to get under here and then push down with my weight, and essentially the strut just popped into place. So now we can move next with getting those clips reinstalled. Okay, I got the shock bolts reinstalled, and I found that even though I had the strut on top of the lower control arm, the holes were not aligned. So I did loosen these back up just a little bit to give me a little bit more play. And then again, with the pry bar pushing down, I was able to get things lined up so that both of the shock bolts. Next, we got to use a torque wrench and tighten those to 37 foot-pounds. Okay, the next thing we're going to do, now that those have been torque spec'd, tightened, is put the wheel back on, and then the pressure of the wheel or the weight of the vehicle on the wheel will then give us all of the extra area that we need to tighten those top bolts. So let's get the wheel back on. Okay, snug the bolts while it's still jacked, and then once you've got them snugged, then we're going to use the torque wrench to tighten to 140 foot-pounds in a star pattern. So here, 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 here. Also, pay attention to the torque specs, because that does matter. You can mess up rotors and brakes, and before you know it, you're going to be doing a new brake job. So it's important that you do that right. All right, now that we got the truck back down on the ground, lug nuts fastened, we're going to torque tighten those top 3 bolts 37 foot-pounds, and then we'll reattach those wire harness holders, spacers. All right, now that we got the front driver's side strut replaced, the only thing left to do is the opposite side. Not going to bother to film it, but again, really the only thing that's different is the location and access to the strut, and hopefully you can see the bolts down there at the top there, that circular right here, down here. Of course, the hoses are blocking my way, but anyway. So I'll save you with that time, and then we'll do a test drive after we replace the passenger side. All right, both front struts are done, and just took it for a test drive, night and day. Now, these struts are for my Silverado. It's an LTZ. I am not an off-roader. This is my daily driver to and from work. And, but yeah, I don't feel hardly any bumps in the road, and I'm very happy with the job. And for roughly 250 bucks for the struts and the shocks. Oh, by the way, I'm going to do another video for the rear. I'm very pleased. So anyway, good luck with your truck.